No one says this out loud, but after a breakup, your hands can shake over a single text. So let me give you one line that helps right away. If you feel urgency, you don't text. You pause and tell yourself this. Urgency is not love. It's anxiety. Because the hardest part is not missing them. The hardest part is the moment you feel that pull. Late night, quiet room. You open the chat. You scroll. You type a message and erase it. You imagine the perfect line that will bring them back. And then the fear hits. What if they don't reply? What if they reply like you meant nothing? Most people break no contact in that exact moment. Not because they're weak, because their nervous system is begging for relief. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the one mistake that turns no contact into silent begging without you realizing it. This is SoulTalker, real relationship clarity for real life. No contact is not a trick. A lot of people use no contact like a button. Press it, and the person comes back. But no contact isn't a trick. It's a boundary. It's something you do when your heart is still open and you need protection. Because after a breakup, your mind starts bargaining. Maybe I just need to say it better. Maybe they didn't understand me. Maybe one last conversation will fix it. But most one last conversations don't heal you. They reopen you. So here's the simple test. Would I still send this message if I knew they won't respond? If the answer is no, then it's not communication. It's hope dressed up as a message. What not to do? Don't send closure texts that are really just pain looking for an answer. Because closure is not something you receive. It's something you build. And the next thing I'm about to say will explain why your brain feels addicted to texting them. You're not craving them. You're craving relief. Sometimes you don't miss the person. You miss the calm you felt when they replied. That's why a single message from them can change your whole mood. You feel okay for a moment. Then it drops again. Then you want another hit of relief. This is why breakups feel like withdrawal. And there's actual neuroscience behind this. When you were in the relationship, your brain released dopamine and oxytocin during positive interactions with your partner. These neurochemicals create feelings of pleasure, bonding, and safety. After a breakup, your brain is essentially going through chemical withdrawal, similar to what happens when someone quits an addictive substance. Your neural pathways that associated your ex with reward and comfort are still active, which is why you keep checking your phone and seeking contact. You keep refreshing. You keep looking for proof that you mattered. And even seeing their name can spike your heartbeat. This is your amygdala, the brain's fear center, triggering a stress response. So try this reframe. I'm not missing them. I'm missing the regulation. Meaning, your body got used to them as a calming source. Now you have to become your own calming source. This process is called self-regulation, and it's a skill you can rebuild. Research shows it typically takes between 11 weeks to 18 months for most people to fully emotionally recover from a significant relationship, depending on the length and intensity of the bond. A simple replacement that works. When the urge hits, do one small action immediately. Drink water. Wash your face. Walk for 2 minutes. Or text a friend. I'm having an urge. Talk to me for 5 minutes. This works because you're interrupting the neural pattern and giving your nervous system an alternative source of regulation. What not to do? Don't keep your emotions parked at their doorstep. Because the next trap is soft contact. And that one keeps people stuck for months. Soft contact keeps the wound open. Soft contact looks harmless. You don't text them, but you watch their stories. You don't call, but you like their post. You don't ask them back, but you send something funny so you can stay connected. If you still have feelings, that's not friendship. That's emotional bleeding. Because every time you see them, your body resets to day one. You start reading signs. You start guessing. You start hoping. This is called breadcrumbing yourself. You're leaving yourself just enough connection to keep the hope alive, but not enough to actually heal or move forward. So if you need a clean boundary, use one of these lines. I need space to heal. I won't be in contact for a while. I'm not ready to be friends. I'm taking time. Then stop explaining. Explanations turn into negotiations. And negotiations often turn into you shrinking. What not to do? Don't pretend you're okay just to keep access. Now here's the part that surprises people. Some of you don't want to text because you miss them. You want to text because you feel guilty. Guilt is not a reason to reconnect. Guilt can feel like love, but it's not. It's your mind saying, I don't want to be the bad person. I don't want them to hurt. I don't want them to think I didn't care. So you send, are you okay? And now you're back in emotional responsibility. But you can care without contact. This is an important distinction. You can hold compassion for someone's pain without making yourself responsible for managing it. Their healing journey is theirs to walk, just as yours is yours to walk. Say this to yourself. Care does not require contact. If you want to act with integrity, do it privately. Write what you regret. Write what you learned. Write what you would do differently next time. That's real growth. What not to do? Don't use kindness as a reason to re-enter confusion. Now I promised you one mistake that ruins no contact. Here it is. The mistake that turns no contact into silent begging. The mistake is announcing it like a threat. Fine, I won't talk to you anymore. I'm doing no contact now. You'll miss me when I'm gone. That's not a boundary. That's a test. And tests keep you trapped because you're still trying to control the outcome. No contact works when it's quiet and real. If you need to say something, say it once, cleanly. I'm taking space. I won't be in contact. I wish you well. Then you stop. No extra messages. No, just making sure you saw this. No checking if they understood. Because the point is not to trigger a reaction. The point is to stop abandoning yourself. And that leads to the real power of no contact. It rebuilds self-respect. Self-respect is the real power move. People think no contact is about being mysterious. It's not. It's about not doing things that make you feel ashamed later. Chasing feels like shrinking. Self-respect feels like calm. So here's a rule that changes everything. For the next 30 days, don't do anything that makes you feel smaller tomorrow. That includes begging, explaining, trying to prove your worth, sending long messages, asking for reassurance. Because if someone wants to be with you, you won't need to convince them. And if they don't, no message will fix that. Here's what's really happening. Every time you chase, plead, or over-explain, you're unconsciously communicating that you don't believe you're enough on your own. And ironically, that energy often pushes people further away. Self-respect, on the other hand, is magnetic, not because it's a strategy, but because it's authentic. Now, Let's talk about why no contact feels unbearable for some people. It's not because you're weak. It's often because your attachment gets activated. Why it feels so hard for some people. Some people feel breakups in their chest. They panic. They spiral. They feel like they can't breathe unless they get a reply. Others feel breakups like relief. They shut down. They distract. They act fine. Both reactions are common, and both are rooted in attachment styles. If you have an anxious attachment style, you may experience intense fear of abandonment, leading to the urge to reach out repeatedly. If you have an avoidant attachment style, you might suppress your emotions and distance yourself as a defense mechanism. If you're securely attached, you'll likely feel the pain, but maintain your sense of self throughout. Understanding your attachment style isn't about labeling yourself. It's about recognizing your patterns so you can respond with awareness instead of reacting for panic. But here's what matters. If you're in panic, don't trust urgency. Urgency doesn't mean destiny. It means your body is activated. So when the urge hits, say, "I'm in panic, not truth." Then delay contact by 24 hours. Most urges don't survive a day. In fact, psychological research on urge surfing, a technique from addiction therapy, shows that most intense emotional urges peak within 20 to 30 minutes and then naturally decline if you don't act on them. If you shut down, don't pretend nothing happened. Be honest with yourself about what you felt. Write it. Name it. What not to do. Don't turn your ex into the villain or the savior. Stay balanced. Stay honest. Now let's get extremely practical. Because you don't need motivation. You need simple actions you can repeat. Do this today. 2 quick wins. Quick win number 1, under 2 minutes. Open your Notes app and write this line. "I'm taking space to heal. I won't be in contact. I wish you well." Even if you never send it, having it ready stops you from sending a messy version at 2 a.m. Then do one protective move today. Mute, hide, or remove their updates for now. Not forever. Just long enough to breathe. Quick win number 2, 10 minutes max. Set a timer for 10 minutes and answer this. What am I hoping a text from them will finally prove? Then write one sentence. I can give myself proof by... Proof can be sleep, boundaries, consistency, self-respect, therapy, gym, friends, prayer, work, peace. What to do in the exact moment it happens. 30-second plan. This is for the moment your thumb hovers over their name. Say, "This is an urge, not a decision." Put the phone face down. Exhale slowly. Long breath out. Stand up and take 3 steps. Write the message in your notes, not in the chat. If you can, text someone safe. "I'm having an urge to text my ex. Can you talk for 5 minutes?" Then wait 24 hours. If it's truly important tomorrow, it will still be important. Additional tool, set a waiting period rule for yourself. Tell yourself, if I still feel this way in 48 hours, I can reconsider. This creates space between impulse and action, and research shows that delayed decision-making reduces regret by up to 60%. Common mistakes, no shame. Using silence to punish them. Do this instead. Use space to protect yourself. Breaking no contact for one last question. Do this instead. Accept that some answers won't come from them. Many of the answers you're seeking will only become clear through time, reflection, and distance, not through another conversation. Checking their socials every day. Do this instead. Remove triggers for 30 days. Consider using app blockers or website blockers if you need extra support. Digital detox from your ex's online presence is just as important as physical no contact. Sending long, emotional paragraphs. Do this instead. Keep any message short, calm, and final. Long messages often come from a place of trying to be understood, but they rarely land the way you hope they will. Asking mutual friends for updates. Do this instead. Tell friends, don't update me. I'm healing. Make it clear and direct. Real friends will respect this boundary. Romanticizing the past. Do this instead. Remember the full picture, not only the good moments. Write down 3 things that weren't working in the relationship. Keep that list visible when nostalgia hits. Calling it no contact while leaving hints and bait. Do this instead. Let the boundary be real, not performative. Posting cryptic social media updates, accidentally showing up where they'll be, or liking their posts undermines your own healing. The one conversation framework, simple plus safe. If you ever need to speak again later, keep it calm and simple. Example: when we stopped talking for days, I felt anxious and alone. What I need is consistency and clear communication. Can we try a brief check-in each day next time, so we don't spiral? If they can't meet that, don't argue. Just notice. Clarity is information. And remember, a conversation about reconnection should only happen after both people have had genuine time and space to heal, reflect, and grow independently. Rushing back together before that happens often recreates the same patterns that caused the breakup in the first place. No contact isn't cold. It's what self-respect looks like when your heart is still tender. It's the space where you stop performing for someone else's approval and start remembering who you are without them. It's not about winning them back. It's about not losing yourself in the process. Comment this. What's the hardest moment after a breakup for you? Nighttime, mornings, or seeing their name on your phone? Like and subscribe for more SoulTalker clarity.